Mr. Meadows, do you support the purchase of Lanier Golf Course, and if so, at what price and for what purpose? Golf course, a park, or some other use?
Never has an issue ever received so much attention in our county. I've answered this question, I would say, dozens of times. It's been suggested that I have taken a position one way or the other. I have very serious concerns either way. But let me say this, as a planning commissioner, the notion that the government was going to be involved in a rezoning where we didn't even know where the property lines were. The title insurance policy for the Lanier Golf proposal that came before the Planning Commission identified very clearly that there were sections, major sections of the boundary lines that were unidentifiable. So how can the government get involved in blessing a rezoning when you don't know where the boundary lines? Likewise, how could the government get involved in a purchase acquisition when you don't know where the boundary lines are? So I believe that's a matter that's between the property owner of the golf course and the adjacent property owners, and that's a legal issue between them. When they get that straightened out, come see me.
Thank you. Mr. Amos?
Yes, ma'am. Property lines have always been in dispute somewhere across our great nation. But with these houses being built these days, most people buy property insurance to ensure that they have no problem finding the property lines in the future. But the question is, are we going to buy a golf course? The proposal to buy a golf course would have to include tax dollars. While you may call a golf course green, it is not green space. It uses chemicals, it uses sprays, it uses everything on it, so it's not considered green space. The only way I would consider the purchase of a golf course would be to put on a bond issue with true prices on it and let the citizens of South County vote on it. I would love to see it remain a golf course, but it would be up to the citizens to tell us what they want.
The value of the title insurance is indeed to tell you what the problems are, and so anytime I get a title insurance policy, I throw out the general provisions and I go immediately to go look at what the special exceptions are. I'll assure you also that several of our green spaces that we operate in the county do use chemicals to keep weeds down and other items. For me, it's kind of a shame that we would consider putting on the ballot for the Forsyth County citizens to decide when we run in districts. I mean, gosh, it's almost counterintuitive that we would not be running countywide, but yet we'll put a ballot question out there countywide. If it's good enough for a ballot question to be countywide, then I think we could consider running for office countywide, but of course that's been changed.
Yes, you know, we talk about district voting, buying this for a district, but I don't believe the golf course is limited to only District 5 people. I think it's going to be open to anybody within the county, outside the county, whoever can afford to pay the green space fee can go play there. So this notion about not letting the whole county vote on it is a farce, because every citizen is entitled to play on that golf course. We're elected by districts to represent our own district now, because we had disproportionate voting in our district, where one part of the county was elected to the commissioner from the other part. So the vote on the golf course be countywide is a good vote because it's open to every citizen in the county.